Hey everybody, how are you all doing today?
I'm doing great, Riley. How are you doing?
I am doing perfect. It is a beautiful day to have a Ready Set Decon webinar. I don't know about you guys, but I am so excited. Bryce, how are you doing? How's your day been going?
Been all right, been all right. How about you?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Ate some good Italian food today. Took a little drive to Phoenix. Fun day, fun day. You're right, CK. There is some perfect weather today. It's getting a little hot in Arizona, though. I don't
We
know about
have
you guys.
we have a wind advisory right
I was
now.
gonna
The
say,
wind
I'm
has
not
been
sure
Yeah, I had
where all
a
blowing.
dust storm.
where's all this perfect weather coming from. I drove back from Casa Grande today, in 5 mile an hour traffic, and I couldn't see 2 feet in front of me. So I'm not sure where all this lovely weather is coming from. But I'm doing well too. Great lunch, great beautiful day. It's sunny, but this wind's killing me. My car is classified as red with my registration, but it's like brown now. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to call the D&D or something and let them know. Mr. CK, proud Key Club supporter. How are you doing?
Great. Yourself?
Good. I'm doing good. Mr. CK, I heard you joined our membership office hours. How was that experience?
Yeah, it's good.
Good. Good to hear. Good to hear. Perfect. For everyone joining, we see a lot of you have your names on it, but I know there are a couple iPhones or iPhone name facets. So if you're able to change your name to a name, that would be great. If I want to call on you, I don't know if iPhone is like an appropriate name or not. Um, but Peter, Peter, how are you doing?
I just came back from a Model United Nations conference at UNM, and I'm kind of exhausted,
Are
honestly.
you?
Yeah.
Okay. How have things been since Key Leader?
Oh, they've been great. We've been trying to get more people into our club. It's worked. We've just had officer elections, and
Ooh.
unfortunately, we still have a couple of positions open. So we're working on filling those. But we have a promising new crew coming into the next year, and it looks exciting.
That's
Amazing.
awesome.
Peter, how are you feeling about graduating? I believe you're graduating, right? How are you feeling
Yes,
about
I'm
graduating?
graduating. It couldn't be any later, but right now, after the conference, I hung out with all my friends trying to plan a graduation trip, and I don't know
Ooh.
if anyone's done that before, but it's not the easiest. You gotta figure out when you're going, where you're staying, what plane, and, it's just,
Yeah,
a lot.
I totally get you. My school was hosting a graduation trip, but it was like really expensive, and none of my friends ended up wanting to go. So I've been trying to plan like a road trip or something with like just us so that like we could still have a grad trip. And like trying to find a date that fits all of our schedules is very difficult because like one friend's getting her wisdom teeth removed and the other can't escape work. So I'm like, oh, guys. I just want to go on vacation.
Understandable.
Definitely, definitely. Evie, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I had my division-wide function this morning, so that was fun. Got to see a lot of my division, so that was good. Um, and yeah, doing good.
Awesome.
I'm in the same
Awesome.
boat as Peter. Can't wait to graduate.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm sure all seniors and maybe even some juniors are probably like sitting in that same area. It's a great feeling, especially when you're like in March now, so it's like you're almost there.
I'm scared for college decisions to come out this month though.
Oh my gosh, it's so nerve-wracking. Brandon doesn't know. He already
Dude,
knows where he's
like,
going.
what is college stress? Guys, if all else fails, go to GCU. You'll always have a home there.
If all else
Because
fails, go
I'm
to
because
Ace.
because I'm there. Oh yeah, you can go to ASU with like a million other people from the world.
Yes,
Um,
Kiara.
Oh yeah,
oh,
Kiara.
okay.
Look at her,
So
she's
like
repping.
maybe I need to go get my GCU hoodie, bucket hat, keychain. Well, actually, funny enough,
CK
guys,
said, "Go Devils."
do your guys' colleges send you boxes of merch? I didn't think so.
No, I'm pretty sure there are a couple of colleges that do that. ASU sent me stickers, and I didn't even commit to there.
Interesting. Well, I
Oh yeah,
think
NAU is also a really popular choice.
NAU is great. NAU is probably like my second. Well, I
NAU is
think
like all of the central Phoenix area that want to escape the heat and actually experience snow. That's that's like a lot of the population going to NAU.
what is school?
Who even
All right.
knows?
Well, I think we are ready to get started. So let's
All
do it.
right, perfect. So thank you guys so much for joining us today. I'm so happy that you all are here for our Ready, Set, DCON webinar. We are officially in the last month before DCON starts, and this presented by the District Events Committee. So to start off with a little team introduction, my name is Riley McClure. I'm your 24-25 District Events Chairperson, and I have been so grateful to hold this role and work with the district board and the district events committee. Some of them have grown to be some of my closest friends, and I'm so grateful that they are the group that's been helping me plan DCON this year. And I'm telling you guys, from what I've seen over the past couple of months, it's going to be an incredible district convention. Kiara, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, so my name is Kiara Dela Cruz, and I'm a member, or sorry, I'm part of the Superstition Lieutenant Governor. And I'm so happy to be on the District Events Committee. We've done amazing work this year, and I can't wait for you all to see it.
My name is Evie Wilson. I'm the Mojave Division Lieutenant Governor, and the same as Kiara and Riley, I'm really happy to be part of this committee, and I'm so excited for DCON.
My name is Eric Valerio, and I'm in the San Diego Mountain Division, and we're actually in the BEST committee, not like just be excited for the District Events Committee. We're in the BEST committee, so I couldn't be happier.
I'd have to agree with Eric. It is a pretty spicy committee. And for those who don't know me, my name is Brandon Strange. I currently serve as your Southwest District Governor, and I'm so blessed to be the exec rep for DE. And I've been able to see all of the amazing things that this group of crazy kids has done this year. A couple members of the team who aren't here with us, though. Claire Miller is our McDowell Mountain Lieutenant Governor, and Carly Kaplan is our Catalina Division Lieutenant Governor. Also a part of our team and an integral part is Miss Kathy Tran, and you might not see her on the call, but she's disguised tonight. She's disguised tonight as George Lange. Shout out CNH Kawani and George Lange for letting us use his Zoom account. But yes, Miss Kathy is here, and she's been a huge part of the group. So that's our team.
So first and foremost, guys, everyone will be arriving on Friday, March 28th between 3 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. The first thing you're going to want to do is registration, which is in the hospitality room. There's two different kinds of registration. First, we have expedited registration. This means you paid, you did all the paperwork in advance. So all you have to do is just like sign in. And then on-site registration, you're going to do everything there. You're going to fill out your paperwork. You're going to turn in your money. Everything will be at the hotel itself. So if you want to get everything done beforehand, maybe expedited registration is the option for you. And then you're also going to want to check into your hotel rooms, make sure that every student gets their key, every student has a key, and that like everyone knows where their room is. And then the first opening session will be at 6:30 p.m. that night. And then when you guys leave, it'll be Sunday, March 30th after the closing session, which will be the first thing in the morning. You can keep all your bags, suitcases in the Colorado/Texas room. And then you're gonna also wanna make sure to check out of your hotel, collect all the keys, turn them into the front desk, make sure that your room is like kept nicely, like clean it up a little bit before you check out. And all attendees will have to leave the hotel by 12 p.m. And then some information about the hotel itself. We're gonna be staying at the Crown Plaza Albuquerque. It's located at 1901 University Boulevard, Albuquerque, New Mexico. And then the hotel phone number is 505-884-2500. And then also, guys, I just want to stress hotel safety. The location we're going to be at is a little questionable. So make sure to remember that you're not allowed to leave the hotel premises. Make sure that you always stay within the hotel grounds and to be in groups of 3 or 4 people. Okay, and then this is a map of the hotel. we're gonna be doing all sorts of things. So in the Rio Grande room, that's where like House of Delegates and the Governor's Ball will be. In the upper corners, like where workshops will be, and then to the left is like where all the opening and closing sessions will be.
So how to prepare, you're gonna wanna pack 2 pairs of Key Club casual clothing. So that's just like t-shirt and jeans. 1 pair of business casual for girls, that's gonna be like a nice pair of dress pants and a blouse or like a cute dress. And for guys, that's gonna be like slacks and a nice dress shirt or polo. 1 pair professional for girls, that'll just be like the addition of a blazer over your blouse or again, a nice dress. And for guys, just the addition of a suit jacket or tie. And you're going to want to bring your toiletries like your toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, etc. And no bathing suits are allowed. You're going to want to bring your minor electronics like phones, chargers, laptops if needed, and make sure you bring all your required forms. And last but definitely not least, you're going to want to bring your Southwest spirit. Show why Southwest is South best. For your paperwork, students are going to want to have their code of conduct, photo release form, medical release form,
I can't hear.
and
I'm just gonna be on.
and um advisors are going to want to have their statement of assurances. All delegates are going to need their sorry about that.
Oh, there you go.
And it muted. I don't know what happened. And all paperwork must be signed, completed, and turned in at registration. You can either do that expedited beforehand or on site. For payment, that can also be expedited beforehand, and that is due March 18th, 2025. Checks and credit card payment is allowed, and make sure all checks are made out to the Southwest District of Key Club International. On-site payment is due March 28th at the DCON in the hospitality room. And make sure you know your travel preparations beforehand. Make sure you know how you're getting there. Check weather, traffic accidents, etc. And make sure you are there on time. We don't want anyone showing up late.
Perfect. So, as you mentioned, DCON's gonna run Friday through Sunday, and Friday is gonna be the first day that we are all actually there with conventions. So, starting off Friday is gonna be registration. This is where you and your advisors are gonna go through and make sure you guys get all of your convention swag, all of your paperwork, all of your delegate and sergeant at arms certifications, and basically everything you need to have a great weekend. Opening session is gonna be the first time you see the district board flashy and in action, and you're going to hear from some amazing speakers. We're going to give out some awards, and we are going to move along with some election processes, which lead right into caucusing. For those who aren't aware, caucusing is going to take place on Friday night, and it is basically a group of rooms with some divisions in them, and you're going to hear from all of the candidates for executive office, as well as all of the lieutenant governor candidates in that room. And at caucusing, you will be voting for your division's lieutenant governor, but you will not be voting for executive candidates. But we do encourage you guys to ask questions, as this will be the only time to actually formally ask them. Curfew is going to be at 12 a.m. or midnight. So caucusing this year, we're not estimating is going to run too long, but so we encourage you guys to socialize, talk with fellow attendees, meet new people, and have a great time. But please make sure you're in your room before midnight. Dress code for Friday is going to be Key Club casual or theme appropriate. We're all going to be traveling that day, and no one really wants to get into some tight suits and dresses. So let's keep it casual, theme appropriate if you're feeling it.
All right, so the most fun day we have Saturday. So I'm gonna go through some of the events that are gonna be going on during Saturday. So starting off, we have contests. So we have tons of contests throughout the district. They're highlighting specific key clubbers, advisors, projects, or clubs in general. And so these winners are gonna be announced throughout the whole weekend. And this is a super fun part of DCON where we show off people's hard work throughout the year. Next is the college fair. This will be going on throughout most of the day Saturday, but I'll be presenting more of that in a later slide. Next, we have our Kiwanis Family Luncheon. So, our Kiwanis Family Luncheons, where many Kiwanians throughout the district will come and enjoy lunch with us. And we're going to recognize them and any other advisors for their hard work and their support, since Kiwanis is our foundation for Key Club to, or for Key Club to be what Key Club is. So we thank our Kiwanians at our Kiwanis luncheon. Then we have 4 workshop sessions. So we'll have 2 workshop sessions before lunch and then 2 after lunch. And these will be mandatory, but don't worry, 'cause they're super fun, super exciting, also super informative. And so to name a couple that sound interesting, we have Hatching Out of Your Shell or Fighting Off Dinosaurs, Jurassic Jeopardy. So stay tuned for our workshops, probably another main part of DCON. Next, we have our House of Delegates. So if you are one of 2 delegates in your club, each club has 2 delegates, you are mandatory to go to the House of Delegates. And this is an opportunity where you get to vote for higher office on the executives in our district, but you won't be able to ask questions. And it kind of enhances your DCON experience overall. Next, we have our recognition banquets. This is like our dinner where there will be amazing food, so stay tuned for that as well. And there will be so many events at the dinner. There's gonna be the President's Parade, the talent show. We'll announce so many of our contest winners and so much more. And right after that, we have our Governor's Ball. So this is also a super exciting event, one of the main highlights of DCON. There will also be a special guest at our ball, but stay tuned for that announcement. Then there will also be alternative rooms. So you're gonna have a lot of downtime, maybe if you're not a delegate or other times throughout the day. And so if you have downtime, feel free to go to our study hall, or we might even have a service room with a service project. So I encourage you guys to go to those as well. Our curfew on Saturdays, again, will be 12 a.m. So you can socialize with any attendees until then. And then dress code for the day, it's gonna be business casual throughout the day, and then formal or professional for the recognition banquet in the ball. Now Sunday, this is our final day at DCON, where we are going to be going over our closing session, and we're gonna be releasing the board, sadly, just in 1 more month. And then we're also gonna be introducing our new board and our new executives. And so after all that, then we'll have cleanup, make sure you're leaving before 12, and dress for that day is also Key Club casual.
So throughout DCON, you're going to see a couple of special roles throughout the weekend. The first of which is the delegate. So you heard Eric and Brandon talk about this earlier when they were talking about caucusing and House of Delegates. The role of the delegate is to vote on bylaw changes and to vote on the new district board. So during Friday night on your caucusing, they will be voting for the district or the division lieutenant governors. And then during House of Delegates, they will be voting for the district executives. They will be certified with this little ribbon on their name badge that'll say delegate on it. So that is how we will certify their vote when they go on Friday and Saturday. You will also see a person called a sergeant at arms. So the role of a sergeant at arms or an SAA is to essentially help maintain order during DCON. We have student SAAs and adult SAAs. Your adults are your faculty and chaperone, and then your students are the everyday members. You will have 2 delegates and 2 sergeant at arms as you register your club for DCON. The delegates and sergeant at arms can be the same person, but make sure you're not putting too much on yourself, and you can split it up as much as you and your club feel comfortable. The sergeant at arms are also there to help maintain the code of conduct. So they make sure people are wearing their name badges, we're treating each other respectfully, and they just make sure that all the club attendees are where they're supposed to be. So they'll be outside workshop rooms and session rooms just to make sure that everything is going as smoothly as possible.
So you've heard mentions of the House of Delegates, but here is a more in-depth explanation of what that really is. So on Saturday, March 29th at 4 p.m., the House of Delegates will be held. Delegates can show up as early as 3:30 p.m. to prepare and get ready. Delegates must have their name badges and wristbands to be let into the House of Delegates. As Riley mentioned before, they'll have those little ribbons that show that they are delegates. Doors will be closing no later than 3:55 p.m., so please be ready and in your seats by then. Attendees are more than welcome to come view the House of Delegates, but they will not be participating. And just remember that seating is limited, so first come, first serve. There will also be a study room during this time where you can prepare for finals, quizzes, tests, etc., and just give you a little bit of extra study time.
Okay, guys, you are not even ready for this. So, first off, look at that really cool guy on the left in that picture. Really cool guy, I've heard. So, second, though, you guys are the first to hear about this in the district, and the entire Southwest District, our keynote speaker reveal. So, for those who don't know, a keynote speaker is a guest of honor at district convention who delivers a speech and also helps out in some other areas. This year, our special guest is going to be WB Sims. For those who don't know, WB Sims is a past Key Club international president. Yes, you heard me right, international president. And in addition, he is also a rising country music star, and he is making a huge splash in the music industry. So he is a 2-for-1. And this year, contrary to previous years, he will not be just delivering a speech. Let me tell you, district. He is going to be delivering the best keynote speech, talking about his time of leading up to Key Club International President, his time as International President, and his time leading up to and currently as a country music star. And he's going to be talking about all the great things that he's seen in life. And in addition to his speech, he is going to be giving a line dancing workshop. So again, Spicy Southwest, Western line dancing. Are you guys getting? So he's going to be giving a free tutorial on line dancing with some help with some members from the district. And if that didn't amaze you, I hope this does. Never seen before, for the first time in Southwest District, we will be having a live performance at the Governor's Ball. The Governor's Ball this year is going to be 3 hours estimated, and he will be performing for half of it live. He will be performing a couple of his original songs, and he will be performing a couple sing-along songs that all of us crazy high schoolers know and love. So we are super excited. We got to meet WB Sims at the last international convention where he was also a keynote speaker, and he is the nicest guy. He takes pictures, he answers questions, and he's very relatable on so many levels. So if you guys aren't excited about that, I don't know what else we got. But yes, first ever live performance at a district convention by WB Sims.
All right. And so as I mentioned earlier, this was one of our biggest hits. Last year, DCON was the College and Career Fair. So the schools that will be coming to our college fair, we have New Mexico State University, New Mexico Highlands University, Western New Mexico University, the International Association of Indian Affairs, St. John's College, and the Navajo Technical University. So our college fair is going to be open from 4 a.m. to 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. This is pretty much all day, so if you have any downtime, I strongly encourage you to go check it out. You're gonna find so much information about all of them and probably get a little bit of like gadgets and trinkets as well.
But please remember that you cannot visit the College and Career Fair during sessions, so our Kiwanis Family Luncheon, or during workshops. Those are required.
Now for our fundraiser. We're bringing back our convention fundraiser that we've done the past few years. We are attempting to raise $1,000 for our Key Club partner, UNICEF Start Strong Zambia. That is our governor's project this year, and it is their goal is to help the children in Zambia. To motivate you, we have board challenges set up for each quarter of the way towards our goal. So for at $250, our bulletin editor Angel will have to do some sort of like punishment as a reward for you guys. $500, it'll be our secretary treasurer Sienna. At $750, it is our decon chair Riley, and $1,000, it'll be our governor Brandon Strange. You have to donate to find out what they have to do to entertain you guys. And just a quick reminder, this is cash only, so please be prepared with cash. And all attendees that donate $5 or more will receive a sticker designed by our very own Rio Grande Lieutenant Governor Isaac Duran.
Now, I love fundraising, but let's shoot for like 999 guys. So if we stay right under 1,000, I don't have to do my governor challenge. Just kidding. We want to shoot the roof through 1,000. On the note of bringing a little bit of spending money, the Key Club store is going to be returning to DCON 25 in Albuquerque, and we are going to have all the same materials you saw last year, plus some new goodies. We're going to have Key Club water bottles, Key Club t-shirts, Key Club inspired notebooks and keychains, and some charm bracelets for some drip, and then Key Club tassels for our graduating classes of Key Clubbers. So the Key Club store, I believe, will also be cash only. And so please make sure you bring some cash. And it is like the House of Delegates, it is first come, first serve. So whenever the store runs out of materials, So please make sure you get in there quickly on Friday and get all of your Key Club merchandise. And again, cash only, please make sure to bring some cash.
Okay, everyone, one of the biggest components of district convention is the spirited atmosphere. It's the hype, it's what energy you guys bring. So the first component of that, we have the President's Parade. During the recognition banquet, which is dinner on Saturday night, we'll have a section at the beginning with the purpose of recognizing all of our club presidents who are in attendance. You're gonna be introduced in the room by your division, and you're gonna have the chance to like say something to everyone who's at the convention. You just introduce yourself, say your title, and then your message. And then we also have our spirit stick competition. This year we won't be battling for recognition of like who's the most spirited, but rather the winning club will get a spirit stick designed by the district events committee themselves, and it's in theme. And then clubs who want to enter the competition make a sign with your club name, so the district convention admins will know who to vote for that competition. And then additionally, your club should be entered in another contest if you are intending to win the spirit contest. And then make sure to bring all of your chants, all of your cheers, and be recognized on the last day, Sunday. And then the last part, we have senior slides. So during each session, during mealtime and everything, we're gonna have a slideshow playing throughout the entire time, recognizing all of our Key Club seniors who have purchased a senior slide. The senior slides will be open for submission until March 18th. And then to buy a slide, it'll be $5 make your own, $10 pre-made, and anybody who like is a senior within Key Club can buy a senior slide. You don't have to be attending district convention itself. And then if you're interested, there's just a QR code link to the senior slide submission form.
All right, everybody, as we're kind of wrapping up the webinar a little bit, I have one last important final reminder for you all. We've kind of mentioned this all throughout. It was mentioned a lot in the beginning and somewhere in the middle, but we got to finish it off with advisors. If there are any advisors, club advisors in here, make sure that any of your students coming to DCON have all of their paperwork, code of conduct, medical form, photo release. You need to make sure that before you even get on the bus, before like the day before you get on the bus, not like as you're about to get on the bus, the day before, that you have all the paperwork and it's all signed for every single attendee. We don't want you guys to start traveling to New Mexico, especially if you're one of our Arizona groups, start traveling to New Mexico and realize that mom and dad forgot to sign my code of conduct form. So that is a big, big oopsie. So make sure that you have all your required forms and you're collecting them beforehand. And it's best, something that our club, my home club does, is we collect it all right before we get on the bus. That way we make sure everybody has it. And with that, thank you all so, so, so much for coming. The district events committee and I appreciate it so greatly. We've worked so hard over the past year to help plan this district convention. And we are so excited to have over 350 attendees joining us this March 28th to 30th in Albuquerque, New Mexico. If you have any questions, you can stay back, but if not, you can go ahead and leave. Thank you all so much for coming, and we will be sending out the presentation to all the attendees and more. Thank you guys so, so, so much.
Thank you so much, everyone. We're excited to see you in Albuquerque in just a short 27 days, not 37
days.
Again, I'm not the secretary treasurer. Counting's not my thing, but 27 days. We will see you all there. It is going to be a blast. If you have any questions, feel free to stay on. We'll be emailing out the presentation, the recording, everything you guys need to distribute your materials to your DCON attendees. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good one.
And we will be sharing the recording as well. We were recording the webinar, so we'll be sharing that too. Thank you guys so, so much.
Have a good one, everyone. Have a good night.
Have a good one. Stay spicy. Exactly.
Yes, stay spicy. Yes. Stay Vanessa spicy. Asking lots of questions during the webinar. Lots of good questions.
Yeah,
Yes.
lots of good info too.
Of course, this is a
So
great one.
excited.
Shout out district events committee, Kiara, Eric, Evie, and Riley putting on this great presentation and all this lovely information. Again, like this is the first time people are hearing about the keynote speaker. That is like, if you weren't able to tell, I'm super excited for that. This is our biggest thing yet this year. It's gonna be great.
He struggled to keep it a secret.
It was a struggle. I had to. Whew, it was tough. I wanted to text everyone and be like, guys, the keynote speaker. But yes, it is gonna be great, guys. Songs we know, original songs. I'm like dancing, singing along. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really great job.
Yes.
Econ workshops are gonna be awesome. We've got some good workshops this year too.
For sure. Yes, if you don't have any questions though, have a blessed night. We'll be seeing you all again in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So feel free to head on out. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And if you have any questions, email or reach out to the links below, and we'll be reaching out very soon with the recording and presentation. Thank you so much, everybody.
Hi, I do have a question.
Hey, what's up?
For the fees, is that something that our club sponsors or that's a different fee for us?
I know clubs who split it up. So for my club, our Kiwanis or our sponsor will pay some of that fee, and then our club will pay some of the fee, and then the individual will pay some of that fee and kind of split it up like 120, 120, 120.
Okay.
I think that's how it's split up. So it's up to your club how you choose to do it. If your sponsor's going to pay it all, if your club's going to pay it all, or we call it the rule of threes in my club.
Okay.
So the sponsor, the club itself, and the individual will all pay for that individual. It's like quad room, if that makes sense.
Okay. So then I'll talk to my counselor, the one that's doing all this,
Yeah.
and see how he plans to split it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Thank
If
you.
you have any
so
other
much, Harley.
questions, you can always email me as well.
Okay.
I'll put my email in the chat.
I actually
I could
got your
always-
email yesterday about the meeting, so I have it.
Oh,
Perfect.
Carly's ahead of it. Carly's ahead of it. Yes, Carly, I have to say I'm sorry really quickly. I was juggling so many tabs when you were putting your question in the
You
chat.
are
And I was
fine.
like, I was blanking. I was like, fee? What fee? And so, but yes, thank you for staying behind and getting that question answered. And as Riley said, feel free to reach out if you need anything else.
No, thank you guys. I hope
Definitely.
this is gonna be a lot of fun.
For
Actually,
sure.
I do have another question. How long have you guys been doing this for? What was your guys' first year like?
Oh,
What would you have
So-
done differently? Maybe like what you would have done your first year?
so wait, before we start, Eric Valerio on this call and myself and Riley, we're going to be running a district board Q&A at DCON
Yes.
during some of the workshop blocks, and you're going to have that opportunity to ask a ton of board members that same question, but we are going to answer tonight. So,
Okay.
Riley, you can go first.
Okay, all right. So I've been in Key Club itself when I was a freshman. I'm currently a
Mhm.
senior right now. I was on my club board for 2 years as a freshman and sophomore, and then I joined the district board as a lieutenant governor my junior year. And now currently in my senior year, I'm the district events chairperson. Um, I think I didn't go to DCON my freshman year, but I did go to ICON, which at that time it was in Washington, D.C. And I think we don't really realize how big Key Club actually is until we become involved with other clubs. And like I still remember it so clearly. My first international convention, there was a girl from the Columbia district who was handing out Colombian candies as we were walking out of one of the sessions, and they were like the most amazing candies ever. And it's so interesting to know that there's someone like on the whole other side of the world who does the same things that you do just in a different place. And so I think something I wish I had done was get involved with the district sooner. And I wish I had got involved with international. So I wish I would have like run for a district in my sophomore year and then eventually gone to international. That's definitely something I would have done because it's really interesting. It's incredible.
Thank you.
So same kind of similar to Riley, little tweak. I've been in Key Club all 4 years my freshman year. I was a member my freshman year. I was my club's vice president my sophomore year. And then junior year, I was actually in Riley's role, and I was last year's district convention chairperson. And then at last year's DCON in beautiful Tempe, Arizona, I ran for district governor. And so that's how I got into this role. And kind of piggybacking off Riley, it's just great to know that Key Club is much larger than just our own home schools and communities, and just how big an impact it truly makes on the international level. One thing I wish I had done sooner, ask for a bigger banner. I think my banner needs to be bigger. I want it to like cover the wall. No. But it Riley pretty much took my answer, but I really wish I would have gotten involved with the district sooner. It's being on the district board, you get to see a whole nother side of Key Club, and you get to help Key Clubs be the best Key Clubs they can be. And so by that, therefore, you're kind of allowing everyone to serve their home schools and communities in a better way. And at the district level, you truly make a huge impact. And you get a great tight-knit group of people, you get friends for life, and you get great skills. I mean, 2 years ago when I started the district board, I was nowhere near where I am now. So it's truly an eye-opening and growing experience.
And how do you start districts? Like, how do you get involved with it?
So this year, I'm actually running our district elections. Carly, are you freshman, sophomore, junior?
I'm a junior.
Junior, okay.
Yes.
And then are you any of your club officer positions right now?
No, but I will most likely be in Key Club president
Oh, okay.
following year.
Congrats. What school are you with?
I went Douglas High School.
Douglas. Oh, you're in my division.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, you're in my division. Yeah, so San Pedro. So you'll be going to DCON then, right?
Yes, I will.
Perfect. Is it you and Carol who's going?
I have no idea.
Oh,
He
okay.
just said that I'm gonna try to get another person to go with you. I said, okay.
Perfect. Well, yeah, so at district convention, if you would like to run for a district board position, the governor, secretary, treasurer, and bulletin editor positions are already locked, and you do have to fill out the application that has already passed. But Friday night at district convention during opening session, we'll be doing what's called floor nominations. And at floor nominations, I'll simply say, floor nominations are now open for the position of San Pedro Lieutenant Governor. And at that point, if that is something you do want to seek, feel free to go up and nominate yourself or have someone nominate you. There's a lot I could go into. So I'm going to put my email in the chat. You might already have it, but
Yes, I do.
Oh, perfect. So I think, yeah, so it's in the chat there anyways, but you already have it. If you want to shoot me an email, I'd love to go into it more, and I can show you kind of a checklist for lieutenant governor and a lot of expectations for the district board, because it is a very big commitment.
Yeah. And you could also talk to Leo, who is the San Pedro lieutenant governor currently, and kind of talk to him about what his experience was as a lieutenant governor, because he's also a senior right now. So you could talk about, with him being a senior, how that affected his senior year, opposed to extra, like how he handled it with extracurriculars and work and things like that.
Yeah.
So you might already have his email, but if you talk to him, he would definitely share his experience with you as well.
Okay. Thank you.
Perfect. And one of our administrators, Miss Crystal, actually put a really good note in the chat so I know you were saying that you were planning on running for club president. On the district board, you are not technically allowed to be a club officer and a district officer. So that is something that you might have to give up, or you might want to maybe ponder on. But again, the district level really does, it's a great experience. And last year when I joined the district board, like I was able to actually help my club grow even though I wasn't an officer. So, but yeah, if you just want to hit me up, let me know and I can definitely get back to you.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much for asking questions.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for answering them. I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited.
It's going to be so much fun.
Nerves are normal. Nerves are normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're a part of it, right?
Of course. If you're not nervous, you're not fully in it. That's what we like to say. So
it's true. Okay, well, thank you for your guys' time. Thank you for the dedication you guys have put into it, and have a great night.
You as
perfect.
well.
Thank you so much, Carly.
Thank you so much for attending.
You're welcome. Bye.
Perfect. Like, God, I just have such a good feeling answering questions. It's
Do
so
we have any other
good.
questions in the chat? If not, you guys
Yeah.
are free to leave.
Yes, Romel, I believe Romel, I hope I'm saying it right. Kristen, Mr. CK, Miss Crystal. If there's not any other questions, we are going to stop the recording and do our kind of little district board thing. So at this point, if you don't have anything else, feel free to leave the call and we'll see you at DCON. Thank you, Miss Crystal.
Thank you, Crystal. Thank you for coming. See, we got
Miss Kristen Baker, is there something we might be able to help you with? Any questions or things you want us to talk about?
Thank you, Bryce.
Oh, I need a Bryce to stay.
Wow.
Whatever. All right. Well,
think
Miss
she might
Kristen
be
Baker, we
typing.
do need to get along with our agenda for the night. So thank you so much for attending again. And we will be seeing you at DCON. Thank you so much.
Yes, and don't worry, we will be sending out the presentation and recording so you can share it with your club.
Yep. Have a good night. All right. How many hints? How many hints? All right, I'm gonna stop recording.